state lawmakers are pushing a last-minute education reform bill hoping to improve Wisconsin's chances of winning a second-round Race to the Top grant.
I definitely believe it'll help us in our Race to the Top application. I just think it's a good step forward.
The bill would give the state superintendent more control over failing schools, create a new student performance evaluation system, and hold principals more accountable for bad teachers.
We hear often about the difficulty in firing a teacher. You can fire a teacher if you have a principal who's willing to take the time and document that teacher's performance. If the principal is willing to actually sit down and set out correction plans to help that teacher improve, and then measure the teacher's performance. So you can get rid of a bad teacher. It is principals who I think are letting our system down the most.
You've got teachers who have had really bad reviews, and they should be going to a mentoring class, and they should be going through some extra hoops to help them become better teachers and to move people into those kinds of experiences.
Opponents to the bill argue it would not change that situation because it does not get to the root of the problem.
The stranglehold that the union has on the ability to move ineffective teachers out of the classroom still exists today. We all know it's a problem. I ask educators all the time, do you know who the ineffective teachers are in the school? And they go, we know who they are, and we can't move them out.
When President Obama first unveiled Race to the Top, firing bad teachers was one of his main objectives. One national expert says if Wisconsin continues to block that from happening with elusive legislation, the Obama administration could continue to block the state from receiving Race to the Top funding.
What you can't have is a situation which we do have in our urban districts, which is teachers who everybody in the building knows are doing a bad job by kids, and every September they're given a new group of kids, year after year after year. That cannot continue, and I think that's the intent behind Race to the Top.
Senator Hopper says the current education bill ignores the biggest problem in poor performing schools.
We're blaming everybody else except for educators. We're blaming the principals, we're blaming the parents, we're blaming the superintendent, the president of the school board. We've got to put some accountability into the people in the classroom. This doesn't go there.
Chair of the Senate Committee on Education, Senator Lehman, says there is no silver bullet to education reform, but this bill puts the state on the right track.
Is this the best bill possible, or is this the best bill we can get passed?
I think that's the same question. Possible means what can you do in a political climate at any one time in history. I believe that this bill may be the first of efforts to move on school reform statewide and with Milwaukee, so it could be seen years from now as the beginning of just really great steps on school reform.
For the MacIver Institute, I'm Bill Osmolsky.